Welcome back to Sir Boat's Yacht, the place where classic elegance meets the open sea. Today we are diving into a truly remarkable piece of maritime history, the Madiz. Yacht built in 1902 in Scotland, this vessel is more than just a boat. It is a living time capsule of Edwardian luxury naval craftsmanship and timeless design. Over a century-old Madiz is one of the few yachts from this era still in active service, and she is a testament to what happens when meticulous construction meets thoughtful preservation. Whether you are a maritime history buff, a classic yacht enthusiast, or simply someone who appreciates beautiful things on water, this is one yacht you will want to hear about in detail. Let us begin with the key features of Madiz. At 172 feet in length, this steel-hulled vessel with teak and Cuban mahogany finishing was originally commissioned as a private luxury yacht before seeing service in both world wars. The hull form is slender with a fine entry at the bow tapering gracefully toward the stern, giving her an unmistakable Edwardian profile. She was designed to provide exceptional seakeeping and stability. Even in rough waters, the yacht retains her original twin masts, which once supported a full set of sails. For auxiliary power, though, in later years she was fitted with more modern diesel propulsion. Her decks are laid with Burmese teak, which has been carefully restored over the decades, and her railings and fittings are made from polished brass, giving the entire exterior a warm golden glow under the sun. One of the most striking things about Madiz is how she blends practicality with ornate detailing. Nothing here is purely decorative. Everything has a function, but it is executed with an eye for artistry that you rarely see in modern builds. When we talk about design, we have to appreciate that Madiz is an Edwardian superyacht in the truest sense. The exterior lines are long and elegant, with a low superstructure and sweeping sheer that accentuates her length. The bow has a graceful clipper-style curve, a nod to the sailing ships that inspired her early 20th century designers. Above deck, the wheelhouse is positioned well forward to allow excellent visibility, while the aft decks provide ample space for entertaining or simply enjoying a panoramic sea view. Her masts, though no longer rigged for full sail, still carry light spars for steadying sails, which help reduce roll at anchor. The stern features a classic counter design that overhangs slightly above the waterline, making for a beautiful wake when underway. All these elements are not only aesthetically pleasing but also serve to remind us of a time when naval architecture was as much about artistry as it was about performance. Moving inside the Madiz is where the Edwardian opulence truly unfolds. Step into the main salon and you are immediately enveloped in Cuban mahogany paneling polished to a mirror finish. The furniture is upholstered in rich fabrics, cream silks and deep blue velvets reminiscent of luxury liners from the same era. Brass fixtures and period-accurate lighting bathe the space in a warm golden glow. Large windows bring in natural light and frame the ever-changing seascape. Outside, the main salon connects to a formal dining area with a long teak table, crystal glassware and silver cutlery, all secured in custom-built cabinetry designed for life at sea. The attention to detail is extraordinary, right down to the inlays in the cabinetry and the hand-turned balusters on the staircase. The guest accommodations are equally refined. Each guest cabin features polished wood paneling, brass portholes, and comfortable berths dressed in crisp linens accented with subtle nautical motifs. There is a sense of privacy and quiet luxury here, the kind of space where one can retire after a day on deck and feel completely at home. The master suite takes this to another level, offering a larger bed, a writing desk made of teak with leather inlays and private access to an ensuite bathroom. The bathrooms are a blend of vintage style and modern functionality, featuring porcelain fixtures, marble countertops and brass taps. The effect is less like a hotel room and more like stepping into the personal quarters of a 1900s ocean liner. The wheelhouse and control systems remain a highlight. For those who appreciate maritime engineering here, you will find the original teak and brass helms still fully operational, alongside a beautifully preserved binnacle compass and engine telegraphs. The layout is spacious enough to allow for chart work and navigation planning, with a dedicated chart table and storage for rolled maps. While some discrete modern navigation aids have been added, they have been integrated in such a way that they do not disturb the historical aesthetic. This is a working yacht that respects her heritage but can still operate safely and efficiently in today's waters. In terms of performance, Madiz is a surprisingly capable
vessel for her age thanks to careful maintenance and
periodic refits. Her twin diesel engines provide reliable cruising at a comfortable speed of around 12 knots, which is ideal for long-distance passages. Her steel hull gives her excellent strength and stability, and the combination of ballast and hull form means she rides smoothly even when seas get choppy. She was originally built to carry auxiliary sails, and while these are no longer in use, her tall masts remain an important part of her stability system. Through the use of steadying sails, her fuel capacity and storage allow for extended cruising, making her as practical for Mediterranean summer charters as she would be for a transatlantic passage back in her early days. What makes Madiz truly unique is the fact that she has survived and thrived for over 120 years through 2 world wars, changes in ownership and multiple refits. She has managed to retain her original character while adapting to modern safety and comfort standards. Many yachts from her era have been lost to neglect, dismantled or altered beyond recognition, but Madiz remains a faithful representation of early 20th century luxury yachting. Her steel hull, built at Aylshire Shipbuilding Company in Troon, Scotland, was ahead of its time in terms of strength and longevity. Her interiors still tell the story of an era when craftsmanship was not about speed of construction but about creating something to last for generations. The unique selling points of Madiz go far beyond her looks. First, she is a registered piece of maritime heritage, making her not only a yacht but also a floating museum. Owning or chartering a vessel like this is as much about preserving history as it is about enjoying the sea. Second, she offers an experience that no modern superyacht can replicate. There is a certain romance to sitting in a mahogany-paneled salon surrounded by the same materials and craftsmanship enjoyed by Edwardian elites over a century ago. The feel, the scent of the polished wood, the gleam of brass in the afternoon sun, these sensory details are timeless. Third, her seaworthiness and comfort prove that beauty and performance can go hand in hand even across more than a century of service. Madiz also has the advantage of versatility. She can host intimate gatherings on her aft deck, accommodate family cruises in her well-appointed cabins, and serve as an attention-grabbing centerpiece at classic yacht regattas or maritime heritage events. Her profile is instantly recognizable and her history is a talking point wherever she docks. For those in the charter market, she offers something no other yacht can: a genuine step back in time without sacrificing comfort and safety. This makes her not just a vessel for transport but a destination in her own right. In reviewing Madiz, it is impossible not to reflect on what she represents. She is a bridge between the golden age of yachting and the present day. She shows us that with the right care, design and respect for tradition, a yacht can remain relevant and desirable for over a century. She is proof that history can live on the water, not in a museum display but in the fresh salt air, moving under her own power across open seas. So whether you are a collector, a charter guest, or simply an admirer of classic yachts, Madiz deserves your attention. She is a rare survivor, a functional work of art, and a reminder that elegance on the water is not defined by the latest gadgets or the fastest speeds, but by the stories a vessel can tell. Through her polished brass, her rich mahogany, her enduring silhouette, she tells a story of craftsmanship, adventure, and enduring beauty. And here at Sir Boats Yacht, we think that is a story worth telling again and again.